Nailed again, but Saracens, Hugo, winning all these gain line battles.
Yeah, they've been very physical. Now Newcastle just trying to play a little bit of extra width. Not a huge amount of space.
Adam, I've got foul play.
First touch for Buddha Chamberlain, and you can hear the voice of Hamish Smales, our TMO, for the first time, just alerting Adam Neal about that tackle on McGuigan. So penalty at worst for the Red Bulls here. Hodgson pulling it back, and the lacerating line from Farrell. Elliott's with him. Farrell doesn't need him. A Red Bull on the rampage.
You're saying we've got foul play by Saracens on Newcastle that we still need to check, yes?
Introducing a potential mitigating factor here, which is the work of Onyama Christie.
So Saracens 6 is going to be a 20-minute red card. Number 6.
It's been a perfect start for Newcastle. A great kick-off, great physicality, and for Saracens, a red card.
Test of Newcastle's mettle here. Onyama Christie swinging around. Positive carry. The miss pass to Tompkins, and Brandon Jackson sliding in at the corner. The 14 men of Saracens respond, and Newcastle's opening day bubble popped. Breakdown is such a dogfight tonight. Farrell, he'll straighten up and pass across the face to Malins. Tom Willis banging aside Spencer and McGuigan. Spencer a second time. Farrell, Jackson, one more pass might have done it. Funsale again. This is Harem rugby. Wilson, beautiful pass to Dan. 5 metres out, Onyama Christie's in.
So easy when you're just constantly punching holes and not allowing the defence to be able to reset.
Wigan over the top, nobody on the same wavelength. A knock on in there, Saracens prowling. Here it is for Burke. Tompkins, he's there. Newcastle shoot themselves in the foot. One more try for the bonus point, which would be a fabulous outcome for Saracens on this opening weekend.
It's fine, now use it.
Freddie Clark coming through the middle, disrupting things. Funsale gets it away neatly though. And Farrell with time, with options. And that kicks horribly infield. Kalori, where did he come from? Oh, Noah Kalori! Welcome to the Prem! Are we witnessing the birth of greatness?
He's not chasing a huge amount, but how often do you hear a kick is only as good as its chase? That's a gorgeous touch. That's even better. And how about this for a dive?
Penalty advantage tucked away. Here's Arnold slaloming, sliding, not quite. Mega defence from Saracens. In comes Fergus Lee Warner. Elliott and Clark. Freddie Clark.
Ordinarily, they've been standing really flat. There's an option, as we see right here.
Chamberlain running round. Over to Yunbo. Tompkins covered 2 men there. Smart defence from the Welshman. Elliott. Warner. Quicker ball for Newcastle. More dynamic carries for Newcastle. Clark ripping the pass away to Freddie Clark. Bucklebank, tip ball on the inside to Palfreman. See how much shifting Aroni Maui takes around those areas. And then lost by Lockwood, and Saracens now through Tompkins. Sees a lot of space in that backfield. Tompkins motoring after it. That's a cracker. One shot, one kill. Game over.
Makes it look very simple. Spots his pace very quickly, and that's him tearing away from Newcastle's back 3.
Minute and a half into the Reds. The Maul won't do it this time. Bracken through the arms of Hutchinson, and he is human after all. Nick Tompkins drops it, and we can't play on from there. But Nick Tompkins and Saracens have played the role of party poopers to perfection. Nick Tompkins with a double and some massive individual moments. Saracens with a collective performance to savour. Full time at Kingston Park. Newcastle 17, Saracens 39.
Nick, as opening days in this new Gallagher PREM season go, you can't ask for much more than that, can you?
No, I mean, like, the intensity, everything was there. Like, it was phenomenal. That is the most pleasing thing. A bit of rust, missed a few chances, but we knew they were always going to come out with a bang, and they did first half. Like, but like, I can't like fault the intensity of the hits to defence was unbelievable.
The ferocity of that line speed, the number of dominant collisions that you had, was really compelling. How much had you placed emphasis on really rediscovering that aggressive edge to Saracens that wasn't maybe always evident last season? Yeah, we've put massive emphasis on it. Like we're to be honest, most of it is mentality. And I think when you get yourself in the right mindset, which there's a couple of individuals have done, coming back into the fold, like, and obviously our defence coach Adam Powell, like, mate, it's just a mentality. And you know, when you get it right out there, you can really rev up and you can really batter teams. Give us a bit of an insight into that mentality. How has it changed? I know, without naming names, a few individuals have been highlighted behind the scenes in terms of needing to put the team first and really buy into what's going on. What does that look like in terms of training and messaging? Yeah, well, it's one of those things where Powley has a saying really that you earn it on the training pitch, you earn it, and then you can put it out there. And we're definitely doing that. We're putting the work in, and just shows like with that right mentality, we can take it to teams. Steve, a competitive, in many ways impressive first half performance. Second half, things maybe faded a bit for this Red Bulls team. Where did that game get away from you?
Well, just frustration really. I think first half we come out doing everything we did, but I think ultimately we need a bit more cohesion in the team. On turnovers, you know, I think we turned the ball over 30 times in the game, which, you know, we're not going to win games at that level. So, yeah, we just have we've not said much in the changing room. The lads are thanking the crowd, and we'll go back and learn from it. But yeah, disappointed in the second half performance. They got a couple of lucky bounces, but a couple of situations. Our scrum wasn't good tonight. Our line out failed a couple of times, getting us out of Dodge City. But you know, these things are gonna be with us for a while, and you know, I'm not gonna lose patience. We'll get better. Thought, you know, if we'd have lost the game by 10 points, it probably would have been fairer, but, you know, not to be. A good side like Saracens get the basics right, you know, and what happens then, you do get the rub of the green, you know, a couple of lucky bounces, another 14 points on the board. So, yeah, a little bit down to reality, if I'm honest, and, you know, you can't know what's going on outside the playing paddock. It's magnificent, you know, and stuff, but we just got to match that on the field.
We know Saracens are a team full of internationals and will punish you if you make those errors. Is it particularly frustrating that there was a degree of the self-inflicted about quite a few of those tries?
Well, I think that's the frustration of it. You know, our errors created turnovers and they capitalised on them where we couldn't do that. You know, we panicked when we turned over. In the first half, we were kicking the ball away aimlessly after turning the ball over instead of making some momentum. So, you know, I think it's early stages. We've just got to keep them together, keep them tight, and rack out better performances than that.
Even when things were pretty bleak last season, the mindset on the pitch, the togetherness, the fight, never seemed to dip. From a technical point of view, are some of the things, the cohesion, the set-piece issues, are they quite quick fixes, or is that going to take a bit more time for those to really click?
Well, I think we probably thought we're a little bit further on than we are. You know, the people have got to know the roles, and it was quite evident tonight that the one or three players didn't know the roles in certain positions. And when we're under pressure, that matters. And, you know, we ended up conceding 2 tries because of that. I say, you know, the thoroughly deserved winners on the night. And I think the other aspect which really, I thought the difference in the team was they were more physical than us. Second half, the bench come on, and not the bench of old, really, for Saracens. Not many people you knew the names, but they come in and they dominated us. So we've got to look at that aspect as well.
Well, Mark, so much to like about that Saracens performance on this opening day. What pleased you most about it?
Yeah, because I liked, I don't know how tough we were. I think we shared, obviously, the game started with the 20-minute red card, and you're obviously on the back foot right away, and
you get to see what you're going to be like in that situation, and I thought we were phenomenal just in terms of our effort and our energy and our attitude. I think we won that period 8-0, which was outstanding. And I think although during the course of the game there were, I don't know, some timing issues and some execution that we'd want to see a little bit better, there were some encouraging signs of what's possible. But at the heart of the performance was just how physical we were, both sides of the ball.
You knew coming up here, it's Newcastle, it's a Steve Diamond team, they're going to be direct, they're going to be aggressive. You met that, you dominated those game line exchanges, you didn't concede a point in the red card period, as you mentioned. I know mentality, that team-first ethos has been a big focus off the pitch this season. Did the mindset element of it almost please you more than what went on technically and tactically?
Yeah, I think so. I think early in the season you're looking to see the identity of your team. And obviously we've got a lot of players still to come back into the fold, but the players that played tonight were, I thought, superb to a man, backed each other up to a man, helped their teammates throughout the game. So it's a good start. It's only a start, but it's a good start. Plenty still to work on, obviously.
You've got a really impressive young crop of under-20s players, current and recent 20s internationals with the England team. Olamide Charlie coming off the bench. I have to ask about Noah Kalori. He doesn't lack skills, athleticism, doesn't lack personality either. It was wonderful to see him embrace that moment on his first Prem opportunity.
No, it's always great when you've got someone who rises to the occasion. Yeah, and he's one of those. Like, we're obviously missing Angus Hall's coming back from an injury at the moment, and he had such a breakthrough year last year. Tobias Elliott picked up an injury in the week. Jack Bracken picked up an injury in the week, and it was Noah's birthday this week. He was 18 until 3 days ago or 4 days ago. But he's definitely one for the future. He's got a lot of great qualities. He's got a lot of great people to learn from at the club, and let's see what happens.